Hey everyone, MythicalCanary here. Welcome to my channel, and I hope that you're having a wonderful evening tonight. Today we're going to play some 60 Seconds. It's a sort of an alternate reality where the Cold War happened and something, some explosions went off, and it's basically a Fallout situation. So yeah, we got to try and help our family members survive. I usually randomise the gameplay on this one. I will just be doing the survival modes, so I will do one on easy, one on medium, one in hard in different episodes, so yeah, keep your eye out for those. I apologise for this crappy little intro because I wasn't really thinking it through, I'll be honest, I just kind of jumped into the game. I won't be doing the section with running around the house collecting the items because I'm really bad at that and the controls are clunky and it just frustrates me, so I have enough problems with that with Hello Neighbour, thank you. So what we will do is we will do a new game, and we will do classic mode, and yeah, so we got the atomic drill, which is like the tutorial. We got apocalypse, which is I think that's just the normal one where you have like both modes. You have to run around, collect the items, and also do the survival mode where it's basically a visual novel of what happens. And then we got scavenge, which is, collect all the items exclusively, or survival, which is just survive exclusively. So I always do survival mode generally because it's just how I feel more comfortable. I apologise for the ramble, I just kind of drifted off into my own little world there. For those new here, I'm generally a live streamer on Twitch. I like to hope that I'm not as nervous. It's a bit harder to talk when like the music just goes completely quiet and then I'm suddenly conscious of my voice, so I'm very sorry about kind of flailing around, but whatever, I'm just gonna carry on, fuck it. So little boy is the easy mode, so you end up with all the family members, no one gets left behind, you don't tend to get health issues. The stock shelter is prepper style, that has everything in it. Got sturdy equipment, nothing will really break. 6 to 8 food supply, 6 to 8 water supply. We've got few unwanted visitors, and we get a little bit of trouble from time to time, but it's not going to be anything bad. So this is going to be easy mode for today. Survival mode, it's quite a fun game. I hope that you enjoy it. It's got a good narrative. It's all randomised and depends on my item management too. So wish me luck, and let's just begin the adventure. Don't forget to subscribe on YouTube and give me a follow on Twitch, and check out my other websites as well. All links in the description or on the about page. Ooh, wow, that's an absolute amazing haul. Look at that, we've basically got everything. Alright, so day one. This is actually a very, very good situation. So we got all family members. We got Ted here, the dad. We got Dolores, the mum. We got Mary Jane, the daughter. Timmy, the son. Okay, so we got the flashlight, but I'm gonna call it a torch because I'm British. So yeah, so get used to me calling it a torch rather than a flashlight, because kind of flashlight is kind of weird unless it's in the narrative, in which case whatever. Got the suitcase, we've got a portable radio, we've got the map, which we can select areas to scavenge on it. We have a rifle, we got ammo, we got bug spray, we've got loads of soup and water, we got a padlock, we got cards, we've got checkers, and we have a harmonica and a fly buzzing around. I don't think I ever got that one, but that's like the fan as well. So let's start. Day 1. All of us made it into the shelter just a second before the blast. That was a close one. As long as we're all together, we can make it work down here. But remember, hearing canned soup is healthy for you. Our shelves are full of cans. We eat from cans, we'll sleep on cans, we'll even talk to cans. Some of us already do. Plenty of water means we don't have to worry about that for some time. This is the best stock shelter we've ever seen. I agree, it's absolutely amazing. I love it. The only thing that we're missing is a Boy Scout book. We've never seen another one, but we're sure this is a good amount of supplies. We're not going to ration anything, they can wait. There are only so many things you can do in a tiny bunker, so we thought, hey, why not play some games? They're not just for kids, you know. And on to day 2. Just that simple. Day 2. We decided to act out scenes from our favourite movies to amuse ourselves, at least for the moment. For some reason, every time we picked a new scene, we ended up with one from a Humphrey Bogart film. Mary Jane seems fine today, hopefully it will stay that way. Timmy is good, well, at least he was 5 minutes ago. Dolores is quite calm given the situation, and Ted is not complaining today, at least not very much. Time to ration supplies, nope. The contamination of our town is still strong. Scavenging in these conditions would result in radiation sickness. And we don't have the gas mask, which I totally forgot to check for. Or we don't have the face. Oh my god. I was going to say face mask. It's like, no, it's not a face mask. We want the first aid kit. So no, we're not sending anyone. It's still irradiated. Just for a record, I am recording this after midnight, so my head's not all there. It's so easy to escalate silly arguments, and close quarters doesn't help. We were chatting, and then suddenly we were fighting and fighting. Let's just hope we'll get over this soon. Day 3. I'm going to call this Ration Day. We stopped arguing, but for how long? Water is what Mary Jane needs most right now. We can't leave Timmy without water for too long. Dolores has to drink sometime. Ted needs water to survive. So yeah, we'll just give them a bit of everything. We're fine on supplies, so that's good. The area is still irradiated. Going to the wasteland right now is unsafe unless you don't mind getting sick. We were discussing plans for our first meal that didn't feature tomato soup when we heard yells outside. We discovered they came from a small group of ragged survivors. They were a sorry sight, and we weren't surprised when they requested aid. They asked us to provide anything we could, water, food or medical supplies. How much water have we got? We got 5 bottles of water and 6 cans of... Yeah, we'll spare some soup. Why not? They might come back and help us later. Day 4. I hear that guy going off. Our visitors had problems finding enough words to express their gratitude. Many tears were shed, smiles and hugs exchanged, and they wished us all the best. Oh, that's sweet. It's a great feeling to be helping someone out. They left soon after to seek shelter in the ruins of our town. We hope they make it out there. -1 can of soup. Mary Jane isn't worried, or at least she's not saying so out loud. Despite the dire circumstances and all the trouble we are going through, Timmy is being very brave. If there was anything to report about Dolores, this is where it would have been written. There's nothing going on with Ted, nothing new anyway. We're not rationing anything, that can wait until day 6. The contamination of our town is still strong. Scavenging in these conditions could result in radiation sickness. Someone is at the door. We're a bit scared, but maybe it's the friendly face of an American soldier. Should we open? Yeah, go on, fuck it, let's do it. Day 5. Oh god. Timmy, don't get sick. No. Great. Turned out it was a nice mysterious fellow in a weird suit. He gave us some soup cans. This will help us survive the next couple of days. Ooh, 2 soup. Awesome. Opening that hatch was a bit risky. It seems it gave us some awful sickness. That coughing is driving us crazy. Oh dear. It's always better when things are calm. Luckily nothing new happened to Mary Jane today. Timmy isn't feeling very well, poor kid. Dolores is fine and well, as much as anyone can be fine and well in this tiny shelter. Ted is not complaining today, at least not very much. Well, we're gonna have to keep Timmy well fed. Our neighbourhood is still highly radioactive. Trips to the surface are a big risk to our health right now. Okay, we're not sending anyone out. Today we've met a bunch of people dressed in what looks like Halloween doctor outfits. They claim to be a field hospital moving from place to place and attempting to help those hurt by the hazards of the wasteland. The problem is, some of their supplies got eaten by something that looked like a Sasquatch. They're asking us if we have any spare hydrogen peroxide. We'll give them some water. Day 6. You can tell that I'm feeling a bit more confident now that I've actually got a script to read. It's a bit hard for me to improv, so I apologise for my intro earlier. I'm just really bad at just filling in empty space. We asked them for their doctor licenses, but all of them claimed they left them in another pair of trousers. We didn't dare ask if it was just the one pair. We gave them a water bottle and wished them a good journey. And better luck with the trousers. Minus one water bottle. Mary Jane is very thirsty and has to drink something. Like the good scout he is, Timmy is making the best out of this situation. He even seems cheerful. Dolores can't remain this thirsty for long. Where is water when Ted needs it? Well, good job for you guys. You get food and water. Still highly radioactive. Oh my god. You can tell I've been talking too long. I've actually recorded some Undertale earlier today, so yeah, I'm already tripping up over words. Our neighbourhood is still highly radioactive. Trips to the surface are a big risk to our health right now. So, nope, we're not going to send anyone. When we ran out of songs, short poems you remember from school, and funny silent movie quotes, we decided we are just a step away from going insane. We had to do something, or else we might start thinking about the virtues of a welfare state. Imagine that. What do we do? We'll play with checkers. Why not? Day 7. Mary Jane never got along with board games, so it's no wonder checkers almost drove her insane. Checkers does that to some people. It's always better when things are calm. Luckily, nothing new happened to Mary Jane today, other than wrecking a checkers board apparently. Timmy is good. Well, at least he was 5 minutes ago. Everything seems okay with Dolores. There isn't much going on with Ted. No trouble, nothing new. We'll keep Timmy happy. Our neighbourhood is still highly radioactive. We know very little about what's going on outside. It'd be a good idea to find out more. Maybe discover if anyone else made it to safety. A radio could help with this. Luckily, we have one. Day 8. We were able to get a weak signal and tap into the government's emergency announcement service. And guess what? Great news. The fallout outside has mostly gone. It should be much safer to travel on the surface now. It's impressive how well Mary Jane is handling this situation. She looks fine today. Timmy is looking very pale. That's not good. Oh dear. Today was relatively calm for Dolores. There isn't much going on with Ted. No trouble, nothing new. Oh, come on, get better, Timmy. Hurry up. Day 8. It seems awfully quiet outside. Maybe it's safe, maybe it's not. We won't know until we go out. Okay, perfect. We can send someone on an expedition. Who should we do? Ted seems in really good shape. Dolores is confident. Mary Jane is feeling excellent. Oh, we'll send out Mary Jane then. Play a game, they said. It will be fun, they said. They never mentioned picking one will be so much trouble. Day 9. We're going to take their suitcase as well. But we played I Spy and it was pretty fun for the first 3 minutes. After that, everyone got bored of the letter W. Mary Jane is very thirsty and has to drink something. It's day 9, so you will get something. Timmy seems okay as much as he can be in our current situation. Dolores will not last long without water, and Ted needs water to survive. Oh, water's getting really low. So, Mary Jane, and take the suitcase, thank you. Oh, and you might as well take the map as well. Just don't break anything, you bitch. Day 10. Oh, Timmy. Mary Jane went outside. Let's hope she hurries back soon. She took the map and the briefcase. Timmy is looking very pale. That's not good. Life is hard for all of us right now, but Dolores is in a good mood today. We hope it'll stay this way. This morning has been calm enough for Ted, and he's doing well. Oh, Timmy, I'm sorry I can't heal you. We had some spare ammunition, but now it's gone. We don't know how or when. It must have been misplaced. We need to find it, and soon. Okay, so we got the torch there. Let's go look for it. Day 11. Found it! The ammunition clip was covered by a can. Too bad it was empty, but at least we have our bullets back. Timmy is good. Well, at least he was 5 minutes ago. Today's been fine with Dolores thus far. This morning has been calm enough for Ted, and he's doing well. Timmy, you're gonna eat through all the supplies. We always thought life could be much better. That was before we got nuked. Now we think life could be much better. In a way, not that much has changed. Anyway, I hope you're all well today. keep that boredom at bay while in self-isolation and all that other fun stuff. What we make of today will be our tomorrow, so let's make it right. Timmy looks very pale, that's not good. Water is all Dolores wants. Ted should drink something soon. Okay, everyone eats and drinks today. Oh fuck, we're out of water. Mary Jane, come back. We wish we could just leave. Sitting down here with barely anything to do is driving us crazy. Oh, thank God. Day 13. You didn't bring back the suitcase. Damn you. And you brought no water. No! Mary Jane, what the hell did you do out there? As long as we're safe, we can stay down here. Nothing made us happier than the sight of Mary Jane returning to the shelter from the surface. +1 map. Oh, God. Okay, it was a bad idea sending her out, apparently. Whew. One moment. Let me just get a sip of water. We used to go to the waterfront before all this happened. It was a great place to enjoy time with your family and watch ships, boats and sailors. We were really excited to find one of our favourite yachts a few blocks away from our house. We found it a bit mysterious that it was now moored in the middle of the crossroads, but there are plenty of reasonable explanations for that. We found a few soup cans in the yacht's cargo hold. It seems rich people like soup too. Soup is great. We love soup. Soup. +1 soup can. Damn it, we really like that suitcase. Yeah, we did. Well, now it's gone. -1 suitcase. Mary Jane is quite hungry. Mary Jane is really tired. Timmy is looking very pale. That's not good. Dolores is doing quite well, or she just can't find anything to complain about today. Ted is fine. Ah, fine. Ring, ring. There we were, thinking we would never hear a telephone signal again, and suddenly a phone starts ringing from somewhere outside. We figured it's a phone booth across the street. Should someone go answer it? Go, Timmy. You're already sick anyway, so you might as well get out there. Day 14. When we answered the phone, we could clearly hear a gasp of relief from the caller. They introduced themselves as survivors from a nearby town of Hill Valley. We started exchanging information when the call was cut short. Something must have gone wrong on their side. We hope they will get back to us. We were so afraid for Timmy, but he came back from the wasteland and is safe with us now. Mary Jane is quite hungry. If we don't do anything about Timmy's sickness, it might get worse. Today was relatively calm for Dolores. There isn't much going on with Ted. No trouble, nothing new. Oh God, okay. Timmy, you're gonna have to eat, aren't you? Right, someone goes on an expedition. Yeah, we can send Dolores for an expedition. Right there, let's do it. We stumbled upon the remains of a bandit shantytown. Someone or something tore it down. Incidentally, amidst the rubble, we found a cat licking its paws nonchalantly, surrounded by blood and dismembered limbs. As we made our way back to the shelter, the cat followed. We can now hear its paws impatiently scratching at our hatch. Should we let it inside? Hell no. Not gonna do that. Not ever. Stupid cat. It's evil, trust me. We don't need any more mouths to feed. Also, cats can't be trusted. See? Nah, don't worry, I love cats. I've got a cat. So, he's a pain in the arse still, but we love him. Cats can't be trusted, especially in these troubled times. We ignored the scratching and everything was quiet last night. We guess the creature went away. Mary Jane's diet could use a little food. We should get Mary Jane something to drink. Timmy is not a fan of syringes, but he needs a big one. The sooner the better. Oh dear, Timmy, I'm sorry. If there's one thing we need, it's water for Dolores, and Ted needs water to survive. Well, you guys are fucked, I'm sorry. We need to make a choice for today's expedition. Which one of us is fit to face a wasteland? Dolores, and you can take the map. Thank you. Off you go. Day 16. Mary Jane keeps fainting. We really need to find her something to drink fast. Well, if she found some on her last expedition, yeah, she'd be fine. Timmy has been talking about nothing other than water. He should drink some. Timmy is not a fan of syringes, but he needs a big one. The sooner the better. Dolores is on her way to the surface. Let's hope she'll make it back safe and sound. She took the map. Ted looks like he's got one foot in the grave. He needs to get a drink right now. Well, too freaking bad, but Ted can have something to eat anyway. We had the most curious visitors today. One of them was making the sound of a galloping horse using a pair of rocks and hitting them against each other, while his companion was pretending to ride said horse. They claimed to be on a very important quest to seek some magical cup, only they lost their way in the wasteland. They asked for permission to have a quick look at our map to determine their whereabouts. There you are, you're just banging a couple of coconut halves together. I don't know, it's not the proper quote. It's been ages since I've watched that film, but Monty Python and the Holy Grail, oh, love it. But we can't give them anything, so bye-bye. Day 17. We couldn't contain our laughter and our guests took offence. They ran off shouting that our ancestors were rodents and smelled like forest fruits. How rude. Your mother was a hamster and your father smelt of elderberries. Mary Jane keeps fainting. We're willing to find her something to drink. Timmy's in terrible shape. We need to give him water now. Sorry. Ted looks like he's got one foot in the grave. Oh, these guys are doing really badly. I'm sorry, guys. We're closed off in a tiny shelter and our supplies are very limited. If we want to survive, it's time for desperate measures. We know there's a group of elderly people hiding in the ruins of the local retirement home. They must have some supplies and in our opinion, we need them more. The well-being of your family is the most important thing in the world, right? Oh god, I hate these decisions, but sod it, we're going to have to this time. I'm sorry, guys. Day 18. Oh fuck. Oh my god. Timmy's dehydrated, diseased, and crazy. Ted is just dead. And Mary Jane noped out of there. But we got an axe. Where the hell did we get the axe from? What? Hang on. Too many days without water took their toll. Ted died of dehydration. When Mary Jane found out she is not getting a single drop of water, she got furious. She stormed out into the wasteland, shouting over her shoulder that we'll regret this and that she's getting her water one way or another. We are seriously terrified right now. Oh wait, this would be from the elderly people. Oh jeez. Okay. We went, got what we needed and came back. We're sure that group will do just fine. Most probably, yeah. Absolutely. So we got an axe. No water though, so yeah. Timmy is in terrible shape. We need to give him water now. Not a fan of syringes, but he needs a big one. Sooner the better. Timmy was driven crazy. Well, you can have some soup, because why the hell not? No. A sleazy looking trader carrying an equally scruffy bag on his shoulder paid us a visit. He offered us a simple one-time deal. For just one can of soup, we can get the bag and all of its contents. We can't see what's inside, and the trader gives us angry glances every time we take a step towards the mysterious bag. Should we make the deal? No. Yes, Dolores! That's why we hadn't died yet. Ah, jeez. And she didn't even bring back water either. Well, this is going great, and this is easy. He started off really well, and it just went to hell very quickly. Day 21. Timmy was very sick, and there was nothing we could have done to make it better. He understood it and probably decided he's better off far away from such irresponsible parents. He left and never came back. Our grandparents always told us to never buy anything sight unseen, and we're not about to start now. Gone are the times of yard sales. We can manage without whatever junk is in that mysterious bag. We were glad to see Dolores come back safely on the wasteland. Yeah! When we reached our local police station, we were surprised to find it staffed by police officers. That's an admirable call of duty right there. We couldn't say we knew any of them, but they had uniforms and badges, so surely they had the law in this part of the wasteland. It seems like they started writing it down for everyone to see. The exterior station walls are covered with some inspiring signs like New Order and the world is ours. The policemen were very nervous while we were around. After a short chat, they gave us some food, then told us to go away and never mention what we saw to anyone. Plus one can of soup. Our map really took a beating during our expedition. It's nearly unusable now. So -1 map. Dolores would really love to eat something. Her sanity is questionable and she's really tired. Well, you're the only one who can eat the soup, so you might as well. No one can go on an expedition. But we're not certain about the situation on the surface. A trip could be risky, but we could really use the supplies. If there's anyone who can rescue us from this hellish situation, it's our government. You can badmouth them all you want, but that probably means you're either a naysayer or a commie. We're good citizens, we've been paying our taxes regularly, so we're sure Uncle Sam is coming to get us. Well, except that one time when we... never mind. The government people are coming, and we should keep our ears and eyes open for any sign from them. So we've got the radio, so let's select that. Day 22, somehow still alive. Dolores, it's up to you. Good news, the government made a radio broadcast about extracting survivors from our area. The announcer asked everyone listening to wait a while longer and expect further communication in a few days. We'll be out of here soon, if we live. Dolores would really love to eat something. Well, sod it, you might as well. Seems awfully quiet outside today. Maybe it's safe, maybe it's not. We don't know until we go out. We're not going out because we've only got one survivor. How about we put that radio to good use? Something might be on air even now. Yep, let's do it. Day 23. We were able to tune in and get rid of just enough static to listen to a very energetic and lively speaker. He seemed well informed and mentioned a few helpful tips that should make it easier for us to survive the next expedition. Oh dear. Sorry, Dolores. We're not certain about the situation on the surface. We really need supplies. It's not easy to be calm in these circumstances. Hopefully we will keep our peace, or else we might need to act like wolves, survival and the fittest and all. Day 24. It's hard not to worry considering our current situation. Some days we're still struggling to deal with this shelter life, but we can't lose hope. Dolores will not survive without water any longer. Well, too bad no one picked up any water on their expeditions. We discussed everything. Who? You and the corpse? Everything we could, and no one is willing to chat anymore. I don't know, maybe because your kids left and your husband's dead, Dolores. Hello. The silence is really disturbing. Yeah, because they're gone. We should do something before we start talking to ourselves instead. I think it's a bit late for that. Use the radio. Oh my god, that is just such a badly timed narrative. How are you still alive? Okay. Ah, how fortunate we took the radio with us. We can probably listen to some music. They still play music out there, don't they? Dolores will not survive without water any longer. Well, too bad, you've only got soup. How about that trip to Nevada we've been postponing for a while now? Maybe we should go there. That's our first stop after we get out of here. You and the skeleton, Dolores? I mean... Ugh, your sanity is questionable. Poor woman. The end. There we go. Finally, she perished. Let's just leave all those questions for now. If we only had a few drops of water, we could have avoided what happened. Dolores died of dehydration last night. We didn't make it. These are our final words, and our advice to anyone who reads this is obscured writing. We survived for 26 days. I've done way better than this, but whatever. Day 1, all of us are safe. Day 3, widow's mite. Day 5, house call. Day 7, nuclear fallout has gone. Day 10, lost and found. Day 13, boat trip, hello, and an unexpected call. Day 14, unlikely survivor. Day 16, the knights who say, me. Day 17, the dark side. Day 18, thirst drove Mary Jane away, and Timmy's behaviour is odd, and Ted died of dehydration. Day 18 was pretty eventful. Day 21, 911 still on duty. Timmy's illness was too much, Dolores is insane, and we made contact with the military. Day 22, radio sessions and problematic radio. Day 24, silent at the grave. Day 26, Dolores died of dehydration, and we also perished. Alright, so that was one run through of easy mode. Obviously we died, but that's okay, it's bound to happen. Day survived, 26. Water consumed, 6. Soup consumed, 9. No times defended the shelter. We made 2 yes decisions, we made 1 no decision. We had 3 out of 3 successful expeditions, and we brought back 2 items from expeditions. Anyway, I hope that you enjoyed this. Hopefully I'll get a little bit better at the improvised speaking. I can't really guarantee it because I'm quite a shy person. But Yeah, that was 60 seconds on easy mode, just on the survival mode. Enjoy your canned soup, everyone, stay safe, and be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on twitch.tv/MythicalCanary. Yeah, so have fun and don't despair because everything will be okay. But yeah, so I'll do the other difficulties soon. I will do the normal mode in a different session, and I will do the hard mode in another session. There's a random bag which had the cat in it. We've got a bike there. We have the car and a UFO. Bye! And 60 parsecs thing, which I won't click on because, well, that's just an advert for their sequel game, which I'd like to play maybe one day, but I don't have it, so that'll have to wait. I've got plenty of other stuff to do. But yeah, stay safe, and I will see you all soon. Have a great night, everyone.